All right, guys, we're back out here in the shop today, getting two-face, going over some things for the Bay City Rollers race coming up this Sunday on the 29th. Hopefully everybody that's local can make it out to the 25th anniversary of this race. It's going to be a good time. Weather's supposed to be in the, I think, 70 degrees. No humidity, so perfect racing weather. So hopefully everybody out there can make it. We're just going over, giving the truck a good once-over again. I said in the last video that I wanted to change up the nitrous, the way the nitrous comes in. That way we can get off the line a little better. And like I told you guys before, I wanted to run it through this 7AL3 box, which has a RPM activated switch side that you can run the nitrous off it, but I have to get a few other things in order to run that. I don't have the correct pills. I did order a set of pills, but I ordered the 4,000, so it goes from like 4,000 to 4,800, which I want to try and bring the nitrous in a little later because we're going to be on the trans brake, say from 38 to 4,000. So if I put a 4,800 chip in it, I don't think that the truck is going to be settled at that RPM, because this thing, I did put it on the trans brake to see how fast the converter come up, and it comes up on the two-step right now. This has actually got a custom-built PTC converter from the guys in the Dirty South. Spec to this engine, the weight of the truck, the gear ratio, and let me tell you what, this converter works great. This truck has some mean mile an hour out the back door. The fastest the truck's been out the back door is 148 in the quarter on 28 10.5s, and it's got a 373 gear, so it's cooking. And with that mile an hour, this should be 9.0 to a high 8-second truck. But as you guys can see in the last video that I posted, I'm pussyfooting it off the line. I actually did better foot braking. I think I did a 1,460 foot braking on motor, and on the nitrous foot braking, I got to roll out 30 to 40 feet before stabbing it because I was afraid of putting the truck on the bumper. And my brother-in-law says that he gave me some pointers on how to bring the truck in and to leave full tilt boogie. So we're going to give that a shot this weekend because I don't have all the stuff that I need to switch this over to the RPM activation side. We're actually going to go up to the whiteboard here for a second, and I wanted to kind of go over this with you guys a little bit here. Let me get this cap off. So say we got our two-step and trans brake. Just for shits and giggles, we'll put a 3,500 chip in it. So on the trans brake, abbreviate it. So we're going to leave the line at 3,500 RPM. Even if I was to put a 4,500 chip, 4,500 chip for the N2O, I don't think that's going to be enough spread, because this thing, once you let off, this thing revs quick. As soon as, like, even foot braking it, I tried to watch the tack, and I mean, it just, the RPM jumps so quick. So I think I'm going to have to be around 5,000 5K chip in order to get like 3,800 on the two-step and the trans brake, in order for the truck to leave the line and get settled down and then bring the nitrous in. This actually needs a progressor is what it needs. And I'm not going to put any money into this this year. I told the missus that we're just going to make do. Let me put this back in. We're just going to make do with what we got for this season. There's only this Bay City Rollers race is on the 29th, which is this Sunday coming. And then I want to go to Lapeer after I get the parts in, the other pills, and wire in the RPM activation switch for the nitrous. So we might make one more trip out to Lapeer Dragway to make a couple test hits. But basically, I need to pay attention to the tack this coming Sunday and see how far the drop is on the shifts, because you don't want to put a chip in that it shuts the nitrous off. You know, if we're shifting at 7,000 and we got a 6,000 nitrous chip in there for the activation side, we don't want to drop below the 6,000 and then turn the nitrous on, then turn it back on. That's bad. So I'm thinking, you know, a 5,000 to 5,200 chip on the activation side would get us by. That's not the correct way to do it. A progressor is the correct way to do it. But this winter, I'm going to totally rewire this whole system. We're going to get rid of all this stuff. We're going to move the box from out here into the floorboard. I ordered on Amazon, I put in my shopping cart some 1/2-inch plastic. I think it was a 12 by 12, or you can get them 24 by 24. And I'm going to lay out all my relays. My the box is going to be mounted to it. Put all the relays on there. My extra fuse box, an extra power lug, an extra ground lug for running wires. So we're going to rewire all that this winter, and plus we're going to be switching over to the 7AL3 black box, which has multiple, you can pick what start retard you want it. This box, I've told you guys in the last video, has got 25 degrees of start retard, which is a lot. And you got to rev it up past 1,500 RPM to kick that out. So the new box that came out, the black box, actually takes a pill like these, and you can pick it. So I can pick 15 degrees, 20 degrees, what have you. So I am going to save up and change the box over the winter, rewire it, relocate all that stuff to the inside. And we're going to wire in also the Leash Electronics nitrous board. That's going to take care of, we're going to wire in that board. Sorry, my lights are taking a crap. It's kind of flickering. So that's going to simplify the 4 relays that's up there, and we'll just have this mounted there in exchange for the 4 relays. But that's the plan. But after the Lapeer race is done, we're going to be putting this on the casters. We got to drain the radiator because it's all water. Get antifreeze in it. We're going to put it on the casters and slide it over in the corner. And Jenny Chevelle's going to be in the main bay. So we're going to get hard and heavy on that. Her car will be moving under its own power in the spring. I mean, we got to change every rubber hose line. I got to make sure the gas tank, I don't know if Dave drained it back in the day, but that's going to have to get dropped to make sure it's clean. And like I said, we're going to slowly work at it. We got to get carpet for it. I am going to order the the new version for the wiring harnesses to get rid of the old school points wiring harness. The new wiring harness is going to come with HEI hookup. It's going to get rid of the voltage regulator. And we're also going to order a new wiring harness for the lights. So I think I found them for $136 for the lighting harness. And then I think it was only $78, $79 for the engine side of it. I mean, what do you need? You need an alternator, which we're going to be running a 1-wire alternator, which is simple. An HEI wire. and your start wire down to the starter. So very simple. We're going to be changing the teapot master cylinder out, getting a dual reservoir master cylinder. I would like to switch it over to disc brakes in the front, but for now it'll be fine. And we're still on the hunt for a 327. I mean, I have that other 350 back here, the 71 Camaro engine. And I mean, if I have to, I'll just rip the guts out of it, hone it, put a set of flat tops in it, and run that if I have to. Won't be period correct, but I do believe Jenny's mom said that we could have the 327 out there, but that's also going to have to be gone through also. And, you know, rings, bearings, probably going to need a bore job. But that is going to be the correct engine for this car. 65, 327, 350 horse, L79. That's why Dave had that, the only 327 in his stash out there. And I'm sure it was for this car. So that's pretty awesome that we're going to end up with that. But again, it's going to take some money to get it rebuilt. But I told Jenny, no race car stuff this winter until her car is moving under its own power. So, but on the other note, we did a little bit of work on the Blazer. I got all the windows blacked out. We got our sponsor sticker in the back, which I'm going to run 24/7. My boy over at Mid-Michigan Trans, Tony. But for the Bay City Rollers race, you know, he's a sponsor of that race himself. And I said, well, you know, nothing like sponsoring a race that you don't have a race vehicle there. So we're going to get a gallon of a jug of fuel out of it, and we're going to rep our boy, Mr. Tony, over at Mid-Michigan. And we had some Don, good buddy over at the Bay City Car Meet guys. He made us up our, he also did that sticker also, the Mid-Michigan transmission sticker. And I had to make me up a couple of our stickers to run on the side. I didn't want the big circular one with the Michigan State and all that. I just wanted a flat one to kind of keep low profile. I don't like a lot of stickers on my vehicles anymore, guys. You know, a lot of race vehicles, they usually have stickers everywhere. I tend to go the opposite, the less the better. But yeah, we blacked out the back window. These ones were already had some kind of like a mirror tint. But we tinted the side windows also. This is 2% limo tint, the ceramic stuff. I'm not a perfect tinter. You know, there's some flaws in it, but it's a race truck, so it works for me. I'll show you the other side. I mean, I used to be pretty decent at tinting, but shit, I haven't tinted a window in 20 years. But that's how the other side turned out. I mean, you can't really see in. You can see me. But keeps the sun out. It gets kind of bright at the track some days. Keeps the sun out. And a little incognito. But yeah, but that's the plan. I just wanted to do a quick video with you guys on what was going on, what we did. I did go through, check all the fluids again. Everything's good to go. I did also buy a bottle of blanket so we can keep the heat in the bottle. Because when we were at the track last time, it was windy, and I had this door cracked, and I was having trouble, and that was a full, brand new bottle, and I was having trouble keeping it up, you know, 900, 950. I spray it at 950, and but it cooled off quick. So I talked to Elky Dave. He's got the 65 El Camino, and he uses this, and they said they work great, holds the heat in the bottle for a long time. So $70, we got that. So we're good to go there. But we also have our buddy Steve with the 02 Blazer, like Instigator, with the LS swap. He's got a nitrous in that, which he's not using at the moment, but he's got a full bottle, so he's going to let us borrow that bottle. We got that bottle is full, and there's 2 hits on the bottle that's actually in there. So we got 2.5 full bottles. We're gonna get a 5-gallon jug of C12, which is 100 octane VP fuel, and we're gonna run her down through there one more time at Ubley, and I'm gonna try and take my brother-in-law's advice on how he launched it. He said it does pick the wheels up, but it doesn't go over on its back. He said it carries them out past the 60-foot, 3 foot. He said, but it comes down nice and smooth. So don't be scared. Send it, like Jenny said. Don't be a puss. Send it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give her hell, and hopefully we can knock off 3 to 4 tenths just in the 60 foot by rolling out 40 foot and stabbing it. Because I know what numbers this truck ran, and with the mile an hour it's running, and that's letting off at 1,000 foot too. I mean, if you guys watch them videos, you can see the end of the track, and you can hear the truck letting off 1,000 to 1,100 foot, because I'm scared of that shutdown. It's got a very short shutdown at Ubley, and when you're rocking at 140, it's coming on quick. And so, I mean, yeah, we did stop at the end, but this has got manual brakes all the way around, 4-wheel disc, drilled and slotted rotors, but they are still, they're not the hot boy brakes from Strange or nothing like that. They ain't got Willwoods. It definitely needs an upgrade on the brakes, so just playing it safe. Plus, that was my first time out. No excuses, but this time we're going to send it all the way through, and we're going to get this sucker off the line and put down some real numbers. I mean, the truck's been 148 in the quarter, so we're 8 mile an hour off, and we're still about 4 tenths off of the time the truck's capable of. And that was with a 200 shot. This has got a 250 shot in it. This thing should go. I hate bench racing, you guys know that, but the mile an hour that it's already been, this should be a 9.0 high 8-second truck all day long. But anyways, I just wanted to do a short video with you guys, let you know that we did get the windows done up. Like I said, they're not perfect, but nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. It is what it is. They're black. That's what I was going after. And we're just going to rock and roll this thing and send her through there. So hope to see everybody out there this weekend. I know there's a lot of my friends coming, families coming, and it's a good time. So there should be a lot of good grudge racing going on. And they got the Gamblers race, which is basically like a bracket race that starts at 2. You throw some money in the pot, and you put a number on the window. And if you don't break out and you get there to the 8th mile, if you get there first, you win the pot, obviously, as you go through. It's like a cash days deal, but just wanted to give you a quick update on everything. Two-Face is pretty much ready for round number 2 at Ubley. And like I said, I'm waiting on the 5,000 chips or pills. They're not going to be here in time for me to wire that in, so I'm just going to leave the nitrous as is, like I said. But when they do get here next week, I am going to get everything wired in, and we're going to take it to Lapeer. But I do have to pay attention to my shift points, how far it drops on the shifts, and bring, I'm going to be playing with the trans brake, seeing, what 3,500, what 3,800, what 4,000 does, leaving the line, and then what RPM it settles down at, because that's where I want to bring my chip in right after that. So I got a lot of stuff to take notes on this weekend. And, the first outing, I was just there to get used to the truck and send it. I don't think I looked at the tack one time. But in order for me to do this RPM activation switch on this box, I have to know the shift points. I have to know when the truck settles down out of the hole after leaving on the trans brake in order for me to dial this thing in without a progressor. So there we go. So I hope to see everybody there. we're going to be there early, getting set up. I'm bringing the barbecue so I can feed the grandkids and the kids, and it's going to be a good time. They're calling for no rain, 70 degrees, no humidity, perfect day for racing. So hope to see everybody there. But until then, I really appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, bye-bye.